The second confession I have to make is that I haven't smoked a cigarette for 40 years. And to be honest, I don't even really like smoking. But I tell you this, if this guy gets his ban in Stony, Stratford, then I hope to join all of you out on the street after the ban is in place for the largest demonstration of civil disobedience we can manage, and I will smoke a cigarette. I will smoke a cigarette in the street in Stony, Stratford, even if I throw up afterwards. I will look forward to that. But the previous speakers are absolutely right. This is the thin end of a very nasty wedge. This is not about health, as these leaflets here rightly say. It's about liberty. That is the issue. It's about freedom. I may not like smoking. I may be very happy to eat in a restaurant where nobody's smoking around me, but I represent 4.2 million people in the East Midlands, and about a quarter of those people choose to smoke. They know that smoking is dangerous. They know there are health issues. Hell, everybody knows that. The point is they are grown-up people. They are making grown-up choices. I am very happy that we provide restaurants and areas in bars and so on where non-smokers can have fresh air. Of course that's right. But we need a mature balance between the rights of people who don't smoke and want fresh air and the rights of people who choose to smoke. And I feel particularly strongly that if you look at a pub in England, unless it's an extremely tiny pub, there will be at least 2 bars, maybe 3 or 4 bars. Why do we not have a bar in the pub, properly ventilated, where smokers can sit down and enjoy a pint of beer and a cigarette? And if I don't like that, and I don't, I'll go to the other bar. But I tell you one other thing, it isn't just smoking. I was sitting in a meeting in Brussels through the week with a chap called Andrew Lansley, who is the health minister. And he was talking about all the things we might do, like taking branding off cigarette packets and putting them behind the counter and not letting them be seen, and then putting health warnings. You've seen the sort of health warnings. In fact, and this isn't prompted by this occasion, because I wrote a blog about a week ago, and please feel free to look on my blog. I wrote a blog about the new regulations that Europe is looking at imposing and the grotesque pictures they want to put on cigarette packets of diseased organs. Now, people do not need that. Is there anybody in England who doesn't know that smoking is dangerous, who doesn't know the statistics? We know that. We don't want to be reminded of it. And it isn't just tobacco. After they've had their go at tobacco, the next thing is going to be alcohol. You're going to be having a nice romantic dinner with your significant other, and you're going to pick up the bottle of wine to have a nice glass of wine, and there's going to be a grotesque illustration of a gastric band or a diseased liver on that bottle of wine. That is not what we want. We do not want the state popping out of our cupboards and wine racks telling us what is wrong with the things that we have chosen to do. Lansley was also going on about how we're going to get less fat, less salt, less sugar. As I say, I represent the East Midlands, and we are proud of our Melton Mowbray pork pies, even though there is a fair bit of fat in them, and we are proud of our Stilton cheese, which is about 2.7% salt, if I remember rightly. The food police tried to have a go at that and bring it down. I've tasted a sample of Stilton cheese made with 1% salt, and I tell you what, you wouldn't want it in the fridge. It is rubbish. You need the salt to make it Stilton cheese. And I said to Andrew Lansley, I said, as Conservatives, shouldn't we have a presumption in favour of personal liberty to choose what we want to eat, what we want to smoke, what we want to drink? I never got an answer to that question. That's why I was pleased to be able to come here today. Thank you for the invitation. And we're in fact on our way to a Freedom, Needham and I are on our way to a Freedom Association event this evening, as Bill is, I believe. Looking forward to doing that, but I realised I could get in here on the way, and I'm delighted to be here. I'm delighted to add my voice. You say politicians want to listen. Well, this one is. Keep up the campaign, and as I say, if he gets his way, I'll be here with you smoking a cigarette in the high street. Thank you.